When Greg Doucette called out Togi for using fake weights and peddling shady fitness programs, things exploded fast. Togi didn't hold back, firing back by calling Greg a sellout who built his empire on drama and over-the-top claims. But Greg wasn't going to stay silent. He hit back with a series of videos, tearing into Togi's credibility and labeling him a fraud. What began as a simple dispute quickly escalated into an all-out war. However, with their millions of followers, fans wonder, who's telling the truth in this intense, no-holds-barred feud that's divided the fitness world? It all began with Togi's jaw-dropping transformation. In just under a year, the fitness influencer gained a staggering 50 pounds of muscle, an amount nearly impossible without external assistance. Togi didn't shy away from the truth. In fact, he candidly revealed his use of performance-enhancing drugs, PEDs, including testosterone, in a series of videos on his YouTube channel. He even went so far as to upload footage of himself administering the injections. This level of transparency was both rare and provocative, as many influencers often either deny or downplay their use of PEDs. Togi's openness came with backlash. His bold declaration of not caring about promoting the use of PEDs in public, and rather saying, "I ain't your father, I'm not a role model," didn't sit well with everyone. To many within the fitness community, it seemed like Togi was sending the wrong message, normalizing dangerous practices for muscle gain and potentially encouraging impressionable followers to take similar risks. This unapologetic attitude struck a nerve with many, especially veteran bodybuilder Greg Doucette. Greg, known for his straightforward analysis of fitness topics, addressed Togi's comments on the risks of PEDs. In his video, "Why Are We Following Togi?" Greg criticized Togi for downplaying the risks of steroids, particularly Anavar, a substance that Togi promoted as mild and that which has hardly any side effects. Greg countered this claim, stating, "Anavar is one of the safest oral steroids you can get, but let's not pretend it's harmless." He emphasized that even supposedly mild steroids could cause serious health issues, including liver toxicity and cholesterol imbalance. Now, even if Greg didn't care about the harm that Togi was causing to himself, his primary concern with Togi's content is its potential influence on a younger audience, primarily those in their 20s. While Togi had openly claimed that he wasn't trying to be anyone's role model, the reality was that a large percentage of his followers consisted of younger men, individuals who often look up to fitness influencers for guidance and inspiration. Greg pointed out the inherent danger in this, emphasizing that young, impressionable kids might see Togi's rapid transformation get negatively influenced and think PEDs were an acceptable shortcut to achieving their dream physiques. Moreover, Greg's stance on PEDs is clear. While they may offer quick results, the long-term health risks far outweigh the benefits. His videos frequently address the health risks of steroid use, ranging from testosterone suppression to severe liver and heart damage, while advocating for sustainable fitness practices through diet, exercise, and natural supplementation. On the other hand, Togi embraced a rebellious persona that stood in direct opposition to Greg's methodical, science-backed approach. In one of his reaction videos, Togi made the audacious claim that 90% of lives can be made better with testosterone. This statement struck Greg as both dangerous and irresponsible. Responding in a follow-up video, Greg pointed out the recklessness of suggesting that testosterone was a fix-all solution. Greg, looking at Togi's medical reports, said that his kidneys' functions were really bad, similar to a stage 2 kidney disease. That too, at just 21 years of age. Togi, for his part, didn't seem fazed by Greg's concerns. In a response video, Togi defended his stance by emphasizing that people are responsible for their own decisions. He framed his content as a form of radical transparency rather than role modeling, stating, "I'm not telling anyone to do what I do. I'm just being real about it." Togi's carefree attitude contrasted sharply with Greg's approach, which places a strong emphasis on accountability and long-term health. Where Greg saw a duty to inform and protect his audience, Togi saw an opportunity to break free from what he viewed as fitness industry taboos, openly discussing PED use without sugarcoating the risks or benefits. But soon, what began as a professional disagreement took a personal turn. Togi didn't just ignore Greg's criticisms, he attacked Greg on a personal level. In one video, Togi labeled Greg as a failure and belittled Greg's financial and romantic success. Togi further went on to say that he made more money and, despite not being a very attractive guy, he could get plenty more women than Greg could ever. Greg, rather than retaliating with personal attacks, shifted the conversation back to the real issue: the influence Togi's message had on his followers. He criticized Togi for not taking responsibility for the potential harm his content could cause, especially to younger viewers who might see PED use as an easy shortcut to success. Greg emphasized that the real conflict was about accountability: Togi's refusal to acknowledge the serious health risks of PEDs and how his content could mislead others. To Greg, the role of an influencer comes with a certain responsibility to promote safe and healthy practices, something he feels Togi has failed to do. Therefore, Greg always emphasizes that if someone ever wants to take such PEDs, they should always do so legally and with the proper advice from their doctors. While bashing and criticizing Togi had become a regular occurrence in Greg's videos, the feud escalated further when Greg began questioning Togi's mental state. Greg didn't just address Togi's actions in the fitness world. He went further, insinuating that the behaviors Togi exhibited online were concerning and potentially indicative of deeper psychological issues. He expressed his belief that Togi's erratic behavior and reckless attitude towards PEDs were symptomatic of larger mental health struggles that couldn't be ignored. Greg openly stated that Togi needed professional intervention, suggesting that his problems extended beyond physical health and required the expertise of a psychologist or psychiatrist. In Greg's view, only with the guidance of a mental health professional would Togi be able to confront his issues and make meaningful progress toward healing. This wasn't just about PEDs anymore, it was about Togi's overall well-being. Greg's remarks made it clear that addressing these deeper issues was essential if Togi were to find long-term stability both in his personal life and as a public figure. However, things didn't die down after that. The tension between the two only heightened when Togi bragged about being the biggest person in Cabo, referring to his imposing, muscular build during a recent vacation. Greg fired back, pointing out that while Togi's physical size may be impressive, it was likely achieved at the expense of his long-term health. This interaction furthered Greg's central argument: the pursuit of short-term, PED-fueled gains often comes with hidden costs that aren't immediately visible. The feud between Greg and Togi sheds light on a much larger issue within the fitness community: the influence that social media personalities have over their audiences. Greg has long been critical of influencers who promote unrealistic and unsustainable body standards. In one of his videos, he pointed out that people look up to you when you're on social media, whether you like it or not. And when you promote dangerous behaviors like steroid use, you're putting lives at risk. Togi, however, seems unbothered by the controversy. In one of his podcasts, he openly admits that he used to get a lot of hate online for how he is and for the things he shares. For Togi, even negative attention is a form of currency, and he's more than willing to cash in on it. His wild, unfiltered style has resonated with many viewers, even as it leaves him alone from others. But Greg has not only called Togi for his drug abuse problems. In a heated video, Greg directly called out Togi for his involvement in gambling, criticizing him for promoting unhealthy financial habits. Greg mentioned that Togi's focus on gambling streams and content was harmful, especially considering his audience demographics. However, just like always, Togi defended himself by saying that he enjoys the fun game and gambles his own money, not someone else's. He also stated that he loses money consistently and has never made anything out of it. Ultimately, the ongoing feud between Greg Doucette and Togi represents a larger struggle within the fitness community. On one side, Greg advocates for health-conscious, sustainable fitness that encourages natural gains and long-term well-being. On the other, Togi's message seems rooted in fast results, controversy, and fame, even if it comes with significant risks. So what do you think? Are influencers like Togi being irresponsible, or is he simply offering transparency in an industry filled with secrecy? And do you feel it's right to compromise your health for just a few gains? Let us know in the comments below. If you found this breakdown insightful, remember to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the notification bell so you never miss our latest content. See you in the next video. Thank you for watching.